working on it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this is kind of cool. It gives you guys a second here to kind of look around too, look at the different choices, see what you want to do. Hey, Talia!
While Rockseeker is currently being tortured, we're deciding this meal
That's right.
begins.
That's right.
That's right.
Fucking hell.
think I'm back up. Back up. I blame Monk's internet.
No
I
one
just
else
want to
is
know
having a
what
problem.
Rockseeker's gonna ask us when we finally appear there. Like, what took you guys so long? I've been in this fucking cave for months. Months tortured by these goblins. What took you so long?
I should be back up.
All right. Talia,
Oh
how
no.
are you feeling in all this mule stuff? What's Talia doing right now? Is she just kind of? I know this isn't really Talia's thing, so I'm kind of curious what Talia might be doing at this particular moment.
It's dry
Oh, no.
here. Not very wet.
It's really dry.
Yeah. So Talia is very uncomfortable.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I bet.
And so she's
It's warm
probably
too.
she's probably like waiting like right by the entrance. Like I stood here for like half an hour while they went to Barthen's, waiting for them. And then now I'm just kind of sitting here by the entrance like dry in here. Well, don't like it. Sooner we
Yeah.
get a mule and the sooner we leave, go back into the moisture, happier I will be.
It's true.
She's
All right. Let's
also
say. Oh,
she's
sorry. Go
also
ahead.
casting shape water, trying to like see if she can pull any moisture from nearby her. Like I know it's very dry, but there's still a little bit of moisture in the air
Yeah. Well,
to like try to like surround her with it. Just give her like a coat of bubble of moisture, even if everything else gets dry.
yeah, and there's water in the troughs and stuff over on the side there. There's like water all around, so you
It's
can find it.
very uncomfortable. It's dry. I don't like it. Mules are fine.
Yeah.
I like maladroit. Mules are fine,
Yeah.
but
Nice.
I'm not one of the ones who was invited to go talk to the guy, and so I'm just like, can we go? I waited for you guys for so long. Now I'm waiting again, and it's dry, and I want to go home.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah,
I'm
Talia is
back
very
already.
uncomfortable, as you can tell. She's not at home here in the sun and shade and the sun shining and yada yada being warm and dry.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Artok is very comfortable.
Yeah, the sun is shining right here. This is the first time that a lot of you have seen the sun in, since you've.
Days, Lyrics just
Yeah.
glad that she's not
months,
shin deep in
years.
mud in her bare feet anymore.
It's true. Yeah, there's no mud. It's nice, soft dirt. You could feel the grass underneath your toes as you kind of walk through. Uh, it's nice and dry. And Ned kind of walks up to you a little bit closer as he takes a good minute to scoop a little bit of hay from the with the pitchfork down into the feed. As he kind of looks up at you and says, "Do you have any questions about any?"
Well,
So,
Plato's
eh,
gonna say to Lyric first,
Yeah,
and to
go ahead.
Arta, or no, Lyric and Hazel. Uh, you know, Foredoom does look the best, but we can come back and buy him at a later date. Maybe we'll ask the old man if he can hang on to that one for us. And
well, let's get a price on the ones we like. Okay?
yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
Which ones are
Sir,
you looking for? Yeah.
so we're particularly interested in a couple of your mules here. Could you tell us some prices on, say, oh, that big one over there, Mr. Fordham, I think his name is? Um, what was the other one's name?
Bloopsy Lou and
Bloopsy
Maladroit.
Lou and Maladroit.
Were we not looking at rock at all?
I would at least ask on prices on rock, just for comparison.
My thought
All
process
right.
is I'm going to ask him about 3, and then if they're outrageous, I'll ask about rock.
Perfect. All right.
Clever.
Very nice. So, Lyric, he walks up, he kind of like looks at you and smiles and kind of like looks over at Bloopsy Lou and Which Chris is probably laughing her ass off right now. These names.
You picked them.
I did, and you know what? I picked them based on personality traits. So if you go and look up like the root of the name on like the thesaurus or whatever, you'll find some pretty funny stuff. Anyway, she's one of here I'm looking at my sheet here. She's quite precious and unique
Connery.
mule. Yeah, I'm trying different things here. None of them
Good.
are working really.
I got it like right
This is
away.
all right. Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. Um, she's like, he's like, she's gonna run you just a little bit of gold. You might want to consider looking at a couple of other ones first, possibly. She's kind of one of my favorites, for being honest.
Which one is?
Oh dear.
Bloopsy. Bloopsy Lou.
Bloopsy.
Oh, Bloopsy. Okay.
Well, what about Mr. Fordrum and Maladroit? Is that how you say his name?
That's right. Yep. All right. Bloopsy Lou has a price tag of 800 gold.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Well.
Maladroit has a price tag of 850 gold.
Whoa. Somebody write these down.
I don't think we have that much.
Hold on.
among
Okay,
everybody.
you
Collectively, you do.
said
Yeah.
Loopsy is how much?
Bloopsy Lou has an asking price of 800 gold.
800.
Maladroit has an asking price of 850 gold. Mr. Fordoom has an asking price of 915 gold.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you
And
asked for rock as well.
Just to be
Yeah.
just to be sure.
575 for rock.
Rock.
Okay.
Now, before anybody has any real quick, remember, and this is really important, you are at a place called the Miracle Mule Menagerie. That's all I'll say. Your questions.
Miracle Mule Menagerie.
Are you telling me there's a miracle mule here somewhere?
Miracle Mule
I
got
All
busted.
mules are miracle.
I think
I
I
think
think
Lyric
what that-
should ask him about the name.
I think what that
So,
means is that each
really
mule has something
interesting-
magical to them about them.
Really interesting name you have for your mules here. Magical Mule Menagerie. I like the alliteration. It's
You like that? I came up with that a long time ago.
so I'm a monk, so I guess I'm a monk at the Miracle Mule Menagerie. You know, it's kind of funny.
And I'm a man.
Oh my god, man!
So
You're a man at the
So what you said you came up with the name a long time ago? Why that name?
Oh, these mules are special. I send them on a quest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I got that
Special
right. I got that right.
how? They're not special. They're gonna disappear when we leave with them. Special, are they?
No,
Mr. Bond.
these are actually, and Artak. Once again, you notice this is something for you to notice too, and I guess Loki, you would probably notice it as well. Given your a little bit of stuff, you both notice there is a faint, and you only notice it for a second, and Artak, you kind of you're not as used to it as Loki might be. But Loki, in the wild, in your past, you've seen creatures that have almost a glow about them, a radiance. It's not really a physical, a light that emanates from them, more as much as it's like a fluctuating like energy that you can see, and it's taken a really long time to kind of learn how to see this, Loki, but you notice it pretty directly, and you kind of Artak, I'm sorry, Artak, you notice a little bit of what as well, not as much, but you notice it as well. So you might be able to answer that question. as far as when you're, when Lyric says something about the name here. If you'd like, I will allow you to jump in. Otherwise, I'll go ahead and have Ned.
So, are
Landers?
there different quantities of what we can see on each mule?
I was
Like,
about to say,
is
like,
it
what
clear that
exactly?
one's more than another, or
I
are
would
they all
say
just kind
both
of the same?
both of you roll an arcane check for me. An arcana check. Sorry.
How close am I to Artok?
Like 4 feet. You're pretty close. I'm right here.
Yeah, you
So,
guys are pretty close.
so when she asks about the magical thing, I'm just going to message Artok and be like, yeah, there's definitely something special about these.
They look
Mules.
delicious. I mean,
Oh my god.
yeah, something a little off. Maybe we shouldn't eat them. Who knows what that'll do to my stomach? Anyway,
I meant magical. Magical.
I was kidding. Look at him. Like,
Nice,
message. I was
Talia.
kidding. I was kidding.
15? Nice. Loki, arcana check, please.
Oh shit.
Oh, look at that. Natural 20. Nicely done, Loki. Loki,
Bravo.
you know what? Follow me to the whisper room,
Yeah, I
Loki.
was about to
Actually,
say.
both of you followed me to the whisper room.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
A menage a trois.
No.
So each of these mules, I'm assuming each of these mules have magical gifts of some sort, which is probably going to change our decision.
Depending on like what they see with the mules, but something tells me that we won't know what magical gifts they have until we have them.
Yeah, I wonder if we can find out.
There's a reason Mr. Fordoom is like 915.
This is outrageous prices for mules, I'm going to just say.
Well, consider
Yeah, right now, guys, like
Yeah.
as a group, we're looking at, if we stick with the prices he's presented us, we're looking at 900 to 1,000 gold for a mule with the equipment we
I'm
need.
sitting on like 320 right now.
I'm sitting on 10, so
I'm sitting on 0.
I think that probably what would be a good idea is for Lyric to come back and figure out how much money we have collectively to bargain with.
that's the plan.
I say we don't go higher than.
I don't think we should spend more than probably whatever is 75% of our current funds.
I say we don't go higher than 800, and that would probably be more than 75%.
Well, I think
Okay,
that's up
so
to
bro-
Lyric's negotiating capabilities.
Yeah, I'm not paying $800 for this mule. That's not happening.
No, I'm saying 800 total for mule and
Yeah,
food
no,
and everything.
we're not leaving here paying 800 gold for this business. No.
One way or the other.
They're magical.
Don't care. No. No. No, that's not what we do here. Is it, Sato?
It
That's
is
not what we do
not.
here.
You never pay retail. Come on.
That's
We
not
don't
paying
do that here.
retail. That's not paying retail. We get one of the mules for a discounted price, and then we get all of the rest of the shit. And I say, okay, fine, let's go down to 700.
So
I don't even
I'm
know if we
gonna
have
pay.
700
I'm
gold.
gonna bargain the price of the mule, and then we're gonna pay for the mule and feed, and then he's gonna throw in the extras for free because we bought a mule. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, how much? So Trix has 300. I have exactly 156. So although I should have 157 and a half.
This is something we're going to discuss in
We don't know
character.
that.
Otherwise, Reeves is going to get annoyed at you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can talk amongst each other and like, hey, how much you got? How much you got?
That Lyric will come back and we'll have this discussion.
I don't think anybody will ever be willing to give Azel any money at this point. Any money that
Probably not.
Azel gets is something that Azel is going to have to get himself. And I really kind of hate that.
Hold on. What is rediscovering?
She's metagaming.
Are you looking at D&D prices or IRL
Thank
prices?
you for that. Okay, Sato, I want you to pretend like you did. Did you say it in chat or did you just say it to me?
Did I say what?
Okay, cool. I'm going to be. I am imbued with knowledge that I'm not supposed to have, and I'm going to be using it in this conversation.
Yeah.
They're
You know he
magical.
watches these videos, right?
Well, prices
Sorry,
prices
Reeks.
in our world is different. I mean, typically I know a mule goes for like 5 gold, right? I'm not.
I just
Hey.
want to know: is this G&D
Yeah.
knowledge or? Never mind.
Yes.
Bad
But
read.
these are not regular mules.
We
Shush.
didn't do it.
Oh.
I didn't do it.
All right, shush. The DM is back.
Oh no. All right.
All right. So, Artok, you think we should tell him that these meals are pretty special?
I mean, I don't want to eat them anymore. That's for sure.
Oh my god.
I gotta look at them both and go, if you know anything, I mean, we're all chipping in here. It's
I'm
like
gonna let
community
the.
gold,
I'm
right?
gonna
Ned
let the
is in
little
the
old
corner.
man know that we're gonna go talk in
Oh.
in a group.
Yeah, he kind of waves at you as he kind of moves over to the corner.
Yeah, we'll all like
Okay,
huddle
guys.
over.
Couple of things. These
All right,
meals
hold
are
on, let-
expensive. Y'all need to just be aware of that.
Hold on,
And-
let's come over here.
And
Move
I'm
characters.
not
We're
messing with the
fine
map
over
right
here.
now.
Aw.
I will, just not in a second. We need to figure out how much gold we have as a group to buy a mule with. Also, if anybody else noticed how weird it is, like it's a little weird in here, right? So anybody got any vibes? I know some of us get vibes. Anybody got vibes?
Well, there's no roof and it's not raining, so that's a little vibey.
Yeah, it's been raining here since we got here, so
I
Anything
just know that
magical,
this is
anything
going to be my new
undead?
favorite hangout place.
Oh yeah, no undead, right?
Talia persons into the undead, Reeks.
oh my
Okay.
god.
Oh my god. This is where we derail. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Please no. Don't do
There's
that to
zombies
me.
This is
Hell
what
yeah.
happened
This
last
is my
time.
way of asking if anybody has sensed anything without directly asking Artok and Loki if they've sensed anything.
But you asked,
Hell
so I've done
yeah.
this. What do I sense?
I will tell you actually. You sense a feeling of peace here. There is a wide kind of bubble that you sense. There's a golden dome almost that surrounds you and kind of extends down into the ground, probably maybe 100, 150 feet. It's like if you could imagine like a giant orb that surrounds this place that you're standing in right here. And there doesn't seem to be any symbols of any undead or anything like it anywhere near your position, as far as you can tell.
I'll look up at Lyric and just shake her head and then crouch much closer to the tree and to say it as much.
Sorry, hun, I know. Okay, so no undead. Anything else, guys? Anybody pick up anything weird?
I gotta walk up to. I gotta go. Why is Loki wandering away? Our little satyr friend here.
Finally, someone noticed.
Yes.
No.
I gotta call him over and see if he responds. Hey Loki, come over here for a second.
I'm gonna completely ignore him.
Loki, we
Okay.
gotta figure
We'll
out which
follow
meal we're gonna
Loki.
buy.
Loki, yeah, what would you
Yeah,
like
I'm
to
gonna
do,
go
Loki?
with Artok.
Just
Well,
now that
yeah.
I notice Loki's going towards them, I'm like, oh, I should probably
Yeah.
help.
Real quick before, Loki, what did you want to do? Did you want to do something here over here before?
Well, I mean, everybody's deciding which meal to pick, and it has just occurred to me that these meals are special. Maybe we shouldn't be the ones picking them. Maybe I should ask each one whether or not they'd like to come along for an adventure.
Bravo.
I love it. I love it.
Talk to the mule.
Yeah.
That is a 10 out of 10 RP choice. I love it.
All right. In front of you is Bloopsy Lou.
Hey,
Does he
Bloop.
have a way to talk to animals?
I'm just gonna normally speak to it. I'm assuming they're very intelligent.
I'm gonna go over to Rock.
So I am going to make my way towards Bloopsy
Okay.
and just kind of hold my hand out to it and be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, Bloopsy, do you want to come on an adventure with us?"
Roll an insight check, Loki. We're gonna do something different.
I'm gonna nudge Artok and just be like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
I just kind of look up at him like, well,
Oh boy.
it's a better plan than what I got.
I mean, I could probably talk to them if he wants to talk to them.
She kind of,
Can I let
for
him talk to him?
for a second, she kind of like looks off in the distance and then looks down at you, and kind of her eyes lock for a second. And she kind of gets a little closer and nudges your hand.
Not quite sure, but I'm going to pet her forehead then.
Yeah, she accepts it.
Talia, talk.
Yes.
Where is Mal?
Let me look at my thing.
Which one of these is Maladroit? Who am I going to
He
talk
is
to?
here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Maladroit's kind of in the shade of the trees, so
He
I'm gonna
is. He's
come
up
over
kind
to
of on top.
Maladroit and I'm gonna hold my hand out to Maladroit like, do you want some scratches? Like as like an invitation for him to come sniff me. Go away!
I will tag. No, I want a pet.
No, go pet your own pony. This one's fine.
Talia, roll an animal handling check, Talia.
Fine, I'm going to trail behind.
10.
10.
Not bad.
He seems a little distant, Talia. You can tell he's a little bit cautious.
So I'm going to kneel down in front of him, like, and just kind of sit on the grass, like as an invitation. Like, hey, if you want to come over here and
Yeah.
chat with me, you're more than welcome to. Wait, what do I have in my? Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna pull out a carrot from my pack,
When
Ooh.
Talia is,
and I'm gonna
when
hold out
Talia
the
is done, I
carrot
wanna
to
do
him.
something with Rock.
He immediately notices the carrot.
I'm just gonna hold it out like, do you want this carrot?
Yeah. His eyes get kind of big as he starts to slowly, hesitantly approach you.
I'm just gonna my hand out, just like very peaceful energy, just like, here's the carrot if you
Yeah.
want it. You'll have to come over here.
He bends down and begins to eat the carrot.
While he's eating the carrot, I want to pat his nose.
And he accepts.
Hey.
Gives you a little sound as he begins to crunch away on the carrot. You can see you are slowly beginning to gain his trust.
So since
Ask,
everybody,
I don't
sorry.
suppose you want venturing with me, I? Kind of like still petting his.
Now roll an insight check.
Okay. Profit van. Oop. 17.
17.
Yes,
Nice.
17.
Hey.
Let me see what he is. All right. He kind of gives you a look, Talia. A look that you've only seen from one other creature as long as you've been on this continent. Being your bird. It's a look of acceptance, respect, friendship.
Hey, Loki. Petting him. Loki.
I'm making my way to the other. Well, first I'm gonna pet the nice mule and let her know that to think about it while I go talk to the other mules.
Hey, Loki. Loki. Trying to get his. Loki, come here. And I'm gonna hand Loki a carrot. Say, I think this little guy might want to be our friend. Down to 3 now.
I'm going to take a bite out of the carrot and chew on it a little bit and offer the rest to the mule.
Carrot thief.
And then, while still crunching on it, with food in my mouth, talk to the mule. Want to come on an adventure with us?
Loki, roll an insight check, Loki. On
Better. That's worse.
an 8.
It's the same.
He must not be the chosen one.
He kind of like looks at you sideways, Loki, not entirely sure of you. As he begins to crunch away, continues to crunch away on his carrot.
I'm going to walk up to Loki and
Don't scare
ask,
him.
huh?
Don't scare him. That's what she says. Don't scare him. Still petting him. She's like, hey, little guys are our friends. I
What are
promise.
you doing, Loki?
These mules are special. I feel like we
Special?
should get the one that actually wants to come with us instead of trying to pick one just based on appearance.
Brilliant idea. Loki, gain a point of inspiration.
Yeah, I was about to say he
Really
really
good.
Yeah.
should get one.
Yeah, add a point of inspiration to your sheet, Loki.
Yay!
Yeah.
Talia is going to to Maladroit in Egyptian. Don't know why. Just slipped into my
Ooh.
native tongue for a second. Like,
Ooh.
these guys are our friends, Maladroit. I promise you, they're nice people. Really like for you to come with us if you want. No petting his nose.
He
I'm
kind
gonna
of gives
go
you,
pet
yeah.
her a little bit and just let her. And I'm gonna go ask the other mules. You think about that now. Thanks for
I
the
call
carrot.
over to Sato to come over to the big
Thanks for
one.
the carrot,
Ford Doom.
Talia.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Well, I'm gonna say to Artok kind of out loudly as we walk by. I'm like, yeah, Loki seems to have a good idea here. I'm down to let him go around and do his little mystical animal nature thing with them all.
Well, you said you could talk to it, right?
I could talk to it. That is true.
Well, why don't we give them some ideas? They're obviously very intelligent. Loki's convinced that, they can understand us. But do they really understand that they're imprisoned? Maybe
Yeah.
we could let them know, like, there's better things out there and they can come with us. And we can save a little bit of scratch
staging a
with it.
mule.
We could talk them into just
Mule
leaving. That's
rebellion.
right. Yeah. Or talk them into acting really shitty so this old man doesn't even want him anymore.
Yeah. I mean, we can talk to
Wow.
it. Let it know. Maybe it does want to come with us. Who knows? Let's talk to this big one. I know he eats
Oh,
a
this
lot,
is gonna
but
this is gonna take time though. I'm just worried. It takes
I
me
mean, I'm not
11 minutes to set up talking to one of these mofos, one of these asses.
well, I don't think they're going anywhere. They're prisoners, remember?
All right. Yeah, Riggs. Which one are we at
Yeah.
in the corner here? I don't even remember
This
which
is
one's
Fordoom.
which.
Yep, Mr. Fordoom. Yep.
Oh, this is Mr. Fordoom.
So-
All right, I'll cast Speak with Animals
Okay.
over an 11-minute period.
Yeah, while he's doing that,
Or
I'll help him if I can.
yeah. So 10 minutes. Takes me 10 minutes to cast it. Yeah. It's not 11. It's just 10.
Okay. Perfect. What we'll do is let me mark this down here.
I'm just over here while
Should
he's
be
doing
funny.
that. I'm just telling Maladroit how awesome Lyric's singing voice is and how she can sing so many great songs and how Azel is a bard and he knows a whole bunch of songs and stories that he can tell him. I'm just trying to I really like this.
Yeah. Nice.
After he looked at me like that, I'm like, I really like this. It feels like
Oh
home.
no, Talia's getting attached. Oh no.
It's
So
great.
You know that
Azel
is the
just
worst
kinda-
possible thing when you're trying to buy from someone is to get attached to the merchandise.
Ah, it's great. It's
But for all you know,
Oh, I had an idea too.
he's gonna fall so
Yeah.
much in love with me that he'll jump over the fence and come after me, and we'll get him for free. So you don't know. I'm just telling him all about how good of people you are and how awesome y'all are at songs and how y'all are all friends.
Love it.
So in a
All
in
in
a quiet
Egyptian,
little-
so no one can understand me except maybe the mule.
in a quiet little moment, just all over by myself, since everybody else is just like off
Ditched
doing their
you?
own thing with the other mules, I go over to this one who's Rock, and I look
Yes.
at him. I get a little close to him, and I show him a closed hand. When I open my hand, I cast Minor Illusion.
Are
And
you about to pull a prank?
No,
on the
I'm not gonna pull
horse?
I'm not gonna pull a prank. I cast Minor Illusion, and what looks like a shimmering purple butterfly just kind of floats around.
Oh, he has his full attention. He completely stopped eating and kind of looked up at you and then started looking at the butterfly. He's actually looking at it, kind of flying around. You see his head moving around, watching it.
And I'm gonna have the butterfly sit on my hand. And I'm just gonna
He watches it.
what I'm just gonna say, what do you think about that, little one?
He watches it for a second and then starts to eat again on the ground.
Funny. Okay, I'm going to ask these two up here in this corner at the same time. Just reach out one arm to each.
Yeah, you got it.
And these two are.
Sonorous Blair and if I would have named these, they would have been like different names. But I wanted them to be like
Is that Antsy?
representative.
Or is that
I think
Rock?
so. It's Antsy.
That's Antsy. So he's got
I'm over by
Azel
Rock.
was talking to Rock. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm just going to ask about, hey, do you guys want to come on an adventure with us?
Yeah, so Sonorous Blair kind of like looks at you, Loki, with a side eye. And as she kind of like, or he rather, points up, kind of like looks up at you, you could see part of his right eye is damaged. You could see he's probably blind in it, maybe.
Oh no.
The other mule over here, she seems a little skittish, a little shaky at the moment.
Okay. So I'm just going to gently pet them both and be like, you guys just think about that for a while. And I'm going
Sure.
to go over to.
What are the names of the top 3 donkeys, please?
Sorry?
Mules. There is a difference.
It's Sonorous Blair,
I made a
Antsy,
dog
and
hip.
Bloopsy are on
Yep.
the top. I'm talking to
Oh.
Maladroit.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, you're talking about, so it's
Yeah.
Bloopsy.
Bloopsy is by herself.
Okay.
And then Sonorous Blair, I think, is on the left, and Antsy's on the right. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you can mark them if you want to. It's fine.
Antsy's on the right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'll have a
Bloopsy is by herself, and then I'm talking about.
Yeah. I should have labeled them. My that was my bad.
Okay. I just don't want anyone
Yeah.
getting missed.
Antsy's the one that has the
Mhm.
Antsy's the one that has like the skunk stripe going on her mane.
Yeah.
Sonorous Blair's the darker colored one in the middle, and then Bloopsy is the one closest to the
I
hay.
do wish you had been more creative with the coloring rigs.
I know,
Because I'm
I
having
know.
to
They
like
look great.
It
look
looks
up
great.
for
I love 'em.
I mean,
inspiration.
Mules are all really the same color.
No, they're
so-
not. They can come in any color that a horse can, which is all kinds
On
of different
color.
colors. But
Yeah.
horse ladies.
I love it. I'm talking to Maladroit. I want that clear.
Nice.
I'm talking to Maladroit.
This is
Maladroit.
coming from a person whose family
have a
owns
little-
horses.
Nope, that's Sonorous Blair. Whoever put Antsy Lou on that.
Antsy Lou's the first one?
Oh my god, guys, the ground trembled.
Yeah, my bad.
So I have a little thing that Lyric wants to do real quick.
Yes, please.
I'm sitting here thinking, how best can I test these guys?
Oh no.
And I
No.
changed it to a
Nah.
fox.
No.
Who are you changing into a fox in front of?
Just out here in the middle, and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
look around and try to decide
Okay.
who to go first. And I'm like, it looks like Rock, Fordham, and Malachi are now the top 3. So I'm
Yes.
gonna go to Rock first. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go dance around him and see if he gets super distracted or if he tries to step on me.
Rock immediately notices you, like immediately. As soon as you change, he like looks over at you, and kind of you see like the hairs on his back kind of stand up a little bit, and the back of his tail kind of gets a little bit stiff, and
Enough for
he
me to
kind of
like,
just watches you. He doesn't seem to be aggressive at all. He just seems like curious about you.
Lyric, what
I'm
are you
not gonna
doing?
get too close because I'm too smart for that. And now I'm gonna hop over here to Sato and Artok and see what they're up
Yeah,
to.
for sure. They're by Fordoom here, Mr. Fordoom. And this horse
And
seems
Sato's
like
in the
he.
middle of casting his thing, so
Yeah,
Mule.
yeah. He sees you. Oh, sorry, mule. He sees you. And he doesn't seem really that bothered by you. He doesn't
Hmm.
seem like he's paying too much attention.
Respect. And of course, I've recently learned that the fox can talk. So she says out loud,
Yeah.
"Respect, my friend, respect." And now I'm
Nice, nice.
gonna prance off over here towards Talia. Talia,
Yeah.
Talia.
Why are you a fox?
Look
So
at
So-
Talia,
as
like,
you
is that fox talk?
as you as you begin to get closer to Atalia, Lyric in your fox form, Maladroit stands up a little bit firm, his shoulders back a little, and he steps in front of Talia a bit as he looks at you.
Oh
So,
no, he's attached.
Talia immediately jumps up and gently like runs her hand down the side of his neck and says, "That's okay. That's my friend."
That
He
could
That's
looks
not
my
Jay.
he
friend.
looks back at you. You can see him look back at
Yeah.
you.
And she's gonna nod and be like, "That's my friend," and then she'll kneel down next to him and hold her hand out to Lyric to show like this is a friend. Okay, so I give Lyric scritches, and then I look up at him like,
Nice.
"See, friend."
Okay, he kind of noses down a little at Lyric.
Yeah, friend.
Oh no, I'm starting to get attached to Maladroit.
Can I go nose to nose with the mule? Can I
Yes.
nose with the mule? Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my
he kind of
god.
looks at Talia like side-eyed as he moves in closer.
And I'm just gonna gently pet the side of his face, side of his
Nose
muzzle.
boobs. Nose boobs. National Geographic cover right here.
It's awesome.
This is my friend. Sometimes she's a fox. She's weird that way. She'll sing you pretty songs when she's not a fox.
Can sing as a fox.
I give her a
you
look
should
like,
try
"Sing a
singing
song."
for him. Maybe you should sing and see if he likes it.
Okay, so while I wait for Artok and Sato to talk to Mr. Fordham, I'm going to sing aloud. I'm going to sing a lullaby, a drow lullaby. So allow, if you will. I'm going to sing
Ooh,
a
yeah.
little piece of a drow lullaby in Undercommon to the horse.
Ooh, I
Mule.
love it. I love it. I wish I had like an audio
Mule.
track for you. So immediately, as soon as you begin, Lyric, Maladroit's ears perk up. He looks over at you. And he begins to almost like freeze in place, like just for a second, just solid. And then he starts to lay down on the ground as he just watches you.
Neat.
All right, guys, we picked one. Y'all get finished talking over there.
I gotta ask all the mules. Give me a sec. They all have to get the option. So I'm
Yeah.
going
Since
to
he's
ask
laying
Rock.
down, I'm just gonna sit back beside him again and just pet his little.
And he's loving it. And you can see he's
Yeah.
he's not showing it too much, but he's trying to like kind of be reserved, you can tell, but he's enjoying it.
I'll tell Loki before he speaks to him, like, this one's a very curious one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of like him.
So just like the others, I'm going to hold up my hand and ask Rock if he wants to go on an adventure.
Loki, roll an insight check.
Can I help with that in any way?
That's
Hey!
Never mind.
No,
That's
you
really
don't
good.
need to. Finally, he rolls good.
Apparently, you asking it was help enough.
Loki, as you approach, you notice he seems to be his attention seems to be all over the place. He seems to kind of be eating a little bit, and then he kind of looks up at the sky a little bit, and then looks over at Lyric, who is a fox, kind of hanging out over kind of in the other side of the enclosure here. He kind of looks at you and kind of like turns his head a little, and looks at Azel, kind of walks up a little bit closer to Azel, and Azel, he looks down at your hand and then looks up at your face again, and then looks down at your hand and looks back up at your face again.
Yeah, I'll show the butterfly in my hand again.
And he is absolutely just totally focused on the butterfly as it flies
I'm
around your hand.
I'm
and he
going
watches
to
it.
have the butterfly fly around and land on his nose.
And he responds and kind of jerks back a bit. And you can see him kind of go cross-eyed as he kind of tries to look at the butterfly.
It's an
Adorable.
ADT mule.
I'll
It
just
is.
have
Oh,
it. I'll just have
no.
it fly around its head for like a while.
Yeah, and he kind of just watches it. He watches it as it flies around until he gets a little bit used to it and goes down and takes a couple of clumps of grass, just because, spits it out, looks back up in the sky at the clouds, looks at you, then get attention back at the butterfly again as it flies around. Sato,
Yes.
your spell, as your spell begins to, uh, what's the word I'm even looking for here? As you begin to become
Connect.
very deeply
Yeah.
focused, yeah. For this moment, what would you like to say, communicate?
I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna keep it simple, and I'm just gonna straight up ask this beast, if they're magic, if they have. I'm gonna basically say, do you and your friends here have any magical properties?
Their intelligence is a 2. I don't know if they can speak.
I mean, he
Yeah.
communicated with a spider. I don't think a mule's
there's
much dumber than a spider.
there's a moment, Sato, where Mr. Fordoom looks at you, squints his eyes, and looks away in hesitation. Do you? What do you do here? Do you approach him fast,
Yeah.
quickly? Do you approach
No,
him slowly?
slowly. Yeah, slowly with my let him sniff my hand, and then just
They're
ask
just
him
Sure.
big. They're
again.
just big puppies. You
Yeah,
know,
I'm just
let them
like,
sniff the hand. Give them a bone.
yeah, and I'm
Nice.
gonna ask him again. Do you or any of your friends here have magical abilities?
So immediately you sense there is a yearning to communicate with you. You could sense it. It's like uh, there's a pressure almost behind a flexible wall that you can watch kind of deform as if somebody is on the other side pushing against it. Um, but no words get through Sato. More of a feeling of
Mm.
warmth and comfort and
I'm gonna ask him,
sanctuary.
little Mr. Ed trick here. If yes, tap your hoof once. If no, tap it twice.
There is a humbling feeling, Sato, for a second as you begin to realize that the communication here that you're experiencing is not with words. It's a higher level of communication here that you're experiencing with this animal. Um, there is absolutely something happening here, but it's hard for your brain to connect the emotion you're feeling with words. The best way to describe this, Sato, would be power from the primal source is what you're sensing.
Hmm.
Pure power in its purest form.
Interesting. I'm gonna ask it. Are I'm sensing a primal power. Are you all? Do you all have the same power, or do you guys differ from one another?
There's a moment his eyes get pretty big as they make connection with you. He takes a step closer to you and stands up as straight as he can, and then looks down, and you realize how big this animal is compared to you. You're pretty big, but it's pretty big for a mule. You sense there's power everywhere here. Everywhere that you stand, you begin to feel this overflowing amount of knowledge start to pour in, Sato. It's overwhelming. It's almost like a crack in a dam with water spraying through it in very high volumes in a little tiny point. Um, you get the sense that there is a wise, a very wise kind of energy, much wiser than a mule or an animal or even an eagle or anything like that. Uh, a wisdom that comes from a pure energy, something that doesn't know good or bad, just knows creation. Um, and you sit here and you get the sense that everywhere that you look, the mountains, the trees, the land that you're standing on, all of it holds the same exact power and energy that these animals in front of you hold. It's just that they seem to be able to harness it in a different way. Uh, it's hard for you to understand the level of communication here it's being presented to you, Sato. Not saying uh, that you're not intelligent enough to understand it, but more saying that this is a primal form of communication that even you and in your history and what you've been through with your tribe and such, it's still a little bit out of reach. Unfortunately, that was an awesome idea, by the way.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna turn to our talking to say, there's 100% more out to these donkeys than meets the eye. They definitely are connected with some form of magic. Honestly, between me and you, I say we go round up that old man, give him a little bit of a fucking shakedown, and get him to tell us more. He's got to know something.
I just kind of look at Sato first, like, oh yeah, I could have told you that. Did I not say that? These are special and magical. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well,
Yeah, they are.
I was.
They're all very unique.
Go shake down that old man, Sato. I'm going to.
Shake down
I
the old
was.
man.
If we shake
I
down
was.
anybody,
I
Like,
was hoping.
Lyric is going to maim you as a fox.
no,
It's
them's
okay.
is fighting words. Azel's ready to throw down if that happens.
I just look at
So
Sato. I was like, it's one thing if the mules run away on their own. It's another one if we steal them. I say we can talk to him for sure, see what
no,
he
I'm
knows.
not
But
saying. I'm not saying steal anything. I'm just saying this guy's not telling us the whole story. Is what I'm saying.
well, I'd be interested in finding out where this power's coming from. I'm down.
Yeah, I get a sense that each of these is a little different in power level as far as their connection to magic. Like I said, this mule couldn't tell me much, but it was enough to give me a hint that they are absolutely magical and that they absolutely have different iterations of this magic between each of them.
Yeah, that's what I felt as well. But yeah, we should go talk to this guy, see what he knows, see if
Yeah,
they're getting
I,
it from somewhere, and maybe we can go find it.
yeah. So I think we're
We're
gonna
gonna go
be
over to the guy who's
literally,
here, right?
yeah, beeline it to fucking. What's his name again?
His
Did we
name
get
is
his name?
Ned or
Oh,
Ned.
Ned.
Yeah.
Nettie.
And while they're doing that, Talia is gonna like curl up like next to Maladroit and
Oh
Yeah.
just like
no.
lay down like if Maladroit's like laying down and kind of like almost like a laying down. I'm gonna
Yeah.
like lay by his side and just like drape one arm over him and one arm like
I'd
this and
like to
just
point
lay
out,
on lay on him.
Oh.
real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna point out, Sato, Artok, brah.
What?
We're
Y'all are gonna go talk to this old man and figure all this out. We still have not figured out how much gold we have as a group if we can even afford any of these, and we still have
Loki
not as a
wandered
group
off.
picked a mule yet.
Yeah, no,
This is
well,
not
Loki
we
the
can't
wandered
plan.
off and
we can't we
distracted
can't pick a
everybody.
mule until we know what the fuck these mules are. These prices are ridiculous. Actually, how far away is Lyric from me? You're far from me. Out of
Hanging out
character.
with the
These
other
these
horse.
yeah, out of character. These prices are ridiculous. So I'm curious what power levels we're purchasing here.
I'm just laying on my friend, my new Maladroit.
Like he's
We're
going to
snuggling.
tell you.
I
I
would like
mean,
you go
eventually.
ahead.
Yeah.
Hang
For
on.
sure. For
Well,
sure.
he's got a literally Goliath-sized half human and a dragonborn literally
Uh-huh.
standing over him, like looking
Yeah.
down at him.
Okay, so he's gonna kind of
Yeah.
look up as he's kind of like pitchforking some straw, some hay here. He looks back up at you. He says, "Oh, have you made a decision about?" I can't. I do like 1,000 voices for this guy because I haven't been able to pick one out. So I'm sorry for that.
You're
Um,
hilarious,
he just
Reeks.
asks you like, have you made a decision about a particular mule? Have you found one that you like? And over again continues to um, hear what you say the wrong way and quote start to talk about odd things and things that make no sense, like gardening tools and fertilizer and such.
It's kind of look at
All right.
Sato and
Yeah.
like, I don't think this guy's all here, but let's give this a shot.
Yeah. Well,
Fred,
talk real slow.
Yeah,
these are impressive animals. Where'd you find them?
they're the best. He says he begins to tell you a little bit about the history of the stables here, um, and how the stables here are not only a sanctuary and safe place for the animals that are kept here, but that it holds kind of a special primal magic. Uh, Anything that's kind of born here kind of inherits, which for one split second, Sato, you buy it. You totally buy it. And I'll just tell you that without any kind of checks or anything like that. Almost as if Sato, almost as if it's something that you know to be true deep down in, but which is weird to you. But Artok,
Yeah.
you see through this as being a half truth. To you, Artok, there's a little bit more to the story here, even though you feel like it's probably not devious. Maybe it's kept away from you to preserve some kind of security, maybe for the animals here, or something. And he begins to tell you, inform you both, upon purchase of a particular mule, since each mule is a little different, you will be given a little bit more knowledge about the mule itself.
All right. I'm gonna look at him and say, listen, old man. For starters,
Listen, old
your
man.
Gonna take a step
prices
back.
are goddamn out of control here. I know there's no way it's 800 fucking gold for a mule. So we're gonna need a little more information before we start reaching that deep into our pockets.
Do you want to
I
intimidate him, or do you want to
I
try
want
and?
to send a message to him real
Yeah,
quick
yeah. Go
and just
ahead.
be like, I get what you're doing, but at the same time, with the power in these mules, it'd be worth it.
I mean,
But
I
I
get
think the
that,
message
but
this guy can't hear it. I'm gonna let Sato
Yeah, you
try
got
and
it.
get this
You
price
yeah,
got
I'm
it.
gonna say at least give us a hint to like what the power like are the more expensive ones more powerful? Like how is this? Like we figured out their magic. Like you're not fooling anybody with
I
that.
sent
So
I sent another message, Sato. Get angrier.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Make it a
I mean,
show.
I'm not really being
Right.
angry, but I'm being very
Right. And I
stern.
said get
Sure.
Yeah,
like my message to you is get angry or make it a show.
He
yeah.
Sato, Ned just he has this giant smile, and he begins to kind of scratch his arm a little. You see there's like some scratches from where he must be a hard worker out here. Um his hands are all calloused. You can see they're very rough, cracked in certain places. You can see there's like a rag kind of draped over one of his arms where there seems to be some kind of a wound, like a long lasting wound. And he puts his arm up and he kind of rubs the side of Ansi Lou here, uh, just like it was a best friend of his. And you can see the passion and the love and the gentleness that he takes in the stroke as he slowly takes his hand down and he looks at you. And in a very calm voice, he says, "These animals are special.
I mean, we
The
got
price,
that.
the price, the price that you, the asking price is simply a way to ensure that these animals will be cared for. Not necessarily, even though they're powerful, not necessarily based on power, but more about security. Um, he wants to be ensured that you will not buy these mules, chop them up, make some food out of them, or something like that. These are different. And you're getting the impression from him looking at you, Sato, again, without words, there's some kind of a deeper communication here happening, a calmness. Uh, and it's accompanied with a smile, even through the harshness and show that you're trying to like the aggressiveness that you're trying to put on to him. He smiles and takes it and continues to return the smile. Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm gonna make this simple then. if for starters, let me just put your little mind at ease there, friend. Whatever mule we purchase, if we purchase a mule, that is. I mean, your fucking prices, but
Jamie.
Well, not only will we take care of it, but let's face it, where are we going to stable it? It's going to be back stabled here. We're going to pay you to take care of the thing. So not only are we buying the damn thing off you, but we're also paying you to care for it. So you'll be the one caring for it, so you know it'll be cared for. A quick, simple question: if you yourself were going on an adventure, which one of these mules would you take?
That's a great question, Sato. You're gonna have to give me a second to answer that though. You caught me off guard. The old man kind of smiles. And the safe thing, come on, guys. The safe thing would be for me to sit here and say all of them. Oh, I love them all. They're all fantastic. They're all great. But I won't do that. I won't cop out. I'll give you an answer. But I will give you that answer after a break. So
All right.
let's take a break
Yeah.
first.
I
Where are we
see.
taking a
Fair
break
enough.
for right
Fair
Let's
now?
take
enough.
10 and stretch out and pee and
Talia's
all
just
that.
taking a nap on Maladroit. And Maladroit over here in the
Perfect. I love
sunshine
this.
taking a nap.
Nice, nice.
Oh my
All right,
God,
I'm gonna.
Trying to get
Sato,
Sato to
car
flip out,
talk.
so I was
I'll
trying to get
be.
him to flip out so we could do a good cop, bad cop.
No,
thing.
it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. I'll be right
Yeah.
back, guys.
What are your
Ankala.
characters' alignments?
What?
That has my icy
That's
Chaotic neutral.
metagaming.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't
On.
know, but
icy.
No,
Hold
chaotic
on.
neutral
You
makes
are very
sense.
bad at the chaotic part of
Well-
chaotic neutral. I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know.
I'm not chaotic enough.
You're
Is that what
very,
you're
you're
saying?
very true neutral. You're very true
No,
neutral.
no, Sato's pretty chaotic.
I mean,
He
I did
reverse
I did
crate
axe a
pocket
guy in a
someone.
chair, and I tied Zathira up and left her to burn to death.
And
Yeah,
he
I
was,
set her
That's
free.
not chaotic. That's just mean.
and
Wow.
he framed me for stealing something from a shop.
That too.
Again, just sketchy, not chaotic.
Total dick move, but
I'd call all that.
Extremely
I'd call
self-serving.
all that
That's true
chaotic.
neutral.
I'd call all
Like,
that
I think
chaotic.
I'm actually playing my chaotic good character pretty well.
Well, chaotic neutral. I'm not evil. I'm just chaotic neutral. I find chaotic neutral to probably be the easiest of the alliances or the alignments to play.
There is finesse to it.
Anyway,
But,
I'll be right back.
finesse. There's definitely finesse.
Okay.
I mean, most characters and people are true neutral. So
I think IRL I'm a little more chaotic neutral, to be honest.
oh god.
oh, I realized my last meme probably needed a little more explanation. Have you seen Bob's Burgers?
Seen Bob's Burgers. I got your last
Yeah,
meme.
it's
and
great.
It's fucking hilarious.
It's great. So Tina's a big horse girl, and she has this little porcelain horse that she named Horselin.
Yeah,
And
it's
she
like
corrects
it's like
everybody
it's like
about
the
horses. So it's like, oh
it's
my
like
god,
the
it's
they're
Tina.
porcelain horses, but they're like the Bob's
Oh, and I'll
Burgers
bet
version
back.
of My Little Pony.
Yeah, a horselin.
I already know. Like I shared that
That's
meme.
good.
I shared that meme where it's like I was like Frankie. It's like, look, this is hysterical. If you know, I know I'm the only one. It's that I don't care. It's hilarious.
Which one's that one?
If you scroll up, above our talk, magic missiling some motherfuckers, and why cast magic missile when you cast fireball? You get like a dude holding his cloak open with shit in his cloak, Frankie, at 9:42. It's really funny if you know. Oh, okay, let's see if I can. This guy.
I mean, the maids thing was a joke too, but now in my campaign, I really want to do like an infectious disease.
Dude,
Woman.
I
very
know.
concerned.
And I'm like, oh my god, I could use my doctorate for this and really fuck you guys up.
Right?
Like, throw some really
See, look, it's. I told
hardcore
you.
shit
See,
at
look,
you.
it's Frankie.
Who's that from? That looks familiar.
Resident Evil 4.
Ah, gotcha.
They probably did. Cookie dough comes with chocolate syrup.
You're eating pure chocolate syrup? Is that what you're eating?
No. I
Oh,
have a
like-
mint brownie. No, Anka's complaining because
okay.
she ordered an Oreo Blizzard with cookie dough, and they gave her an Oreo or a cookie dough Blizzard with Oreo. And the cookie dough Blizzard comes with chocolate syrup. So now her whole thing tastes like chocolate syrup, which
Oh,
she didn't want
gotcha.
because they did them backwards. And so she's whining about chocolate syrup in her ice cream. Such a first world problem.
It definitely is a first world problem.
That's
But-
funny. Her cat is on the cat tree back there. We have one of those too, and our cats love that damn thing.
Pretty. Kitty. I'm just over here taking a nap with Maladroit right now, you guys. He tried to he
I have low key decided. Lyric has decided that she's never going to participate in a group vote again because apparently we just fucking ignore them.
Yeah, you should have known that by now.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we even plan these because we're never going to get anything fucking done.
I mean, we could just pick a mule and go, but I'm curious what this old man's got to say about the power.
Okay, I'm gonna low key be honest. Jamie, the player, is a little frustrated because we have been playing this game for almost 2 years now, guys, and we have not left the first camp. Like, there's shit that was seeded in the first game that we just don't even talk about anymore because we're never going to get to it.
Oh, I agree. I'm on board with you.
I also would like to get
And
on
that's
the
not my
goddamn
fault.
road.
Yep.
I
This
have
is
a new
my
best
fault.
friend. No.
It's
I
my
have
fault
no.
for putting all this shit in here.
I have a new best friend, and even if I only get to come and see my best friend every time we come back to town, I'll be okay with that.
Yeah,
But
it's
this
okay.
is my best friend.
Yeah, you
Okay,
guys.
good. So Talia's not completely
You
married
guys
to
should
the idea
definitely.
of Maladroit.
No, I like where Lyric was like. I like the way that was going. You guys were breaking it down. You were talking about it. It was good stuff. Like that's what you should do. You should figure out which one's the best for your situation because all of them are going to have caveats, right? Like all of them are going to have little things about them. Good things and bad things. You just have to decide which you want to deal with, really, right? So
We
as
also
far
have to
as
figure out how much can we afford.
another thing too is magic, and I'll tell you this, Sato, before you get back into it.
Yeah.
The magic in all of these things, if you're worried about picking the wrong one per se, because you're afraid that it's not going to have the same effect as another one, don't worry about that at all. That is not a factor in this. The magic is the same for all of the mules, so no matter what mule you'll pick, we'll make sure that you get what we we'll make sure you get what you're supposed to, right? So
Oh, I get you.
Yeah.
I'm curious what the old man's answer.
No, I like it.
To my question though.
For sure.
Yeah.
Just give me a minute or two here. Let everybody come
Hey,
back.
Riggs,
Yeah,
may I say, and then just expedite it,
sure.
that Trix decides to go around one by one and ask everybody how much money they have, and
Sure.
just say that happened.
Yeah. And I can tell
Okay.
you right now how much you have collectively.
Wait.
Here's the
I
thing.
think-
It should be up to the player whether or not they want to tell the
Yep.
whole group how much
Yeah.
money they have.
Don't do that, Riggs.
Like, let's not do that.
Well, I'm not
I
going
am
to,
gonna
but I
vehemently
just mean
object to this.
I have it written down just so it's for me. So
So
Okay.
I will tell you then, since we're here and we're
Jamie's
still on
camera
break.
froze.
So, just out of character, tell me how much money you want to tell me that's on your sheet.
Oh God, everybody's froze.
Oh no.
Next you, Riggs.
All three of you guys.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
no,
it's
is it?
you because we're fine.
Oh, it was me. My bad.
Okay. So
I'm back.
Okay. Alright,
I will
hold
tell
on.
you.
So
Talia has 100 gold.
Is everybody back? I'll go ahead and.
I am present.
But we're telling how much gold that we want the party to know that we have.
Hey,
So
Sato,
Talia has 100 gold.
You know that 10 minutes things with the speak with animals? Oh, you were casting it as a ritual instead of actually using a spell
Yeah.
slot.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I don't have any spell slots. I
Lyric,
have to
how
use
much
it
money?
as well.
Okay.
But did she answer?
She typed it in chat.
What? Oh, okay.
Azel already said he had 0. Who are we missing? Artok,
Yeah.
how much money are you telling Trix you have?
50.
Why do I feel like that's a lie?
Because it is.
Spells are
You
expensive.
guys are funny.
Loki, how much money do you have?
How much money are you telling the party you have?
How much are you telling Trix you have for the purposes of buying a mule?
Oh, this is perfect, actually. Yeah, I like this. This is good.
If it's Trix, then I'm gonna be honest with her.
Which is
And then
We're just doing this
looking,
out of character to
he's
get this
looking,
over
and then he's
with.
gonna type it in. Chill out, or he's gonna tell you.
You're just
I-
doing this in general?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing this out of character in general, just so we have a list.
without having
Because
to
the
role
not
play it.
knowing our budget is driving me and Lyric both slowly
It's
Hazel.
insane.
great, actually. I
Hazel
love
won't
this.
lie about
What
how
I,
much
what I
money
love
he
about
has to
this
anybody.
is Riggs knows how much money we actually have on our character sheets.
Okay.
Yup, it's true. This is awesome.
So we got Artok, we got Azel, we got Loki, Lyric,
It's Sato.
Sato. How much money do you have?
I'm gonna tell you 151.5, but 1.5 is missing.
150.
No, he doesn't know 1.5 is missing. He
Oh,
doesn't
no,
know
'cause
1.5.
I did count my gold at the little
Oh,
leprechaun
okay, he doesn't know?
dude. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
150.
Okay.
Leprechaun. dude.
So let's see.
Yeah.
Pulling up
Love
a
it.
calculator.
3,
Dear
4,
God. So this is going to be
5,
my mule for the
692.
Hold on. I think I actually hit something and doubled, but I think you're right.
I am 692.
Yep. 692.
692. So,
Yeah.
so I'm going to go up to Lyric, who's the head negotiator, and I'm going to say, okay, based on what everyone has told me, we have a total of 692 gold to spend on this. I do not think we should spend all of it, especially considering almost half of that is mine.
I told you, we're not going to spend all of that. Don't worry.
I trust you, but that's what we have to work with.
And then Talia goes back to
We have
sleep.
But first, we have to let Sato go be big and scary for a while.
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna do that real quick here.
Thank you for letting me do that out of character
No,
and
no, no,
expedite
all
things
good.
a little bit.
Yeah,
I would
for sure.
appreciate with some of the more minutia stuff if we can expedite it just by saying what happened instead of acting it out. I think that would help streamline things significantly.
It would be great. Yep.
Alright, well, in that case, Loki's plan is to talk to all the mules. And then after talking to all of them, I was just going to go to the center of the field and just yell out, whoever wants to come along, come to the center.
Okay.
Loki, this one's busy taking a nap with us.
He is too. He's like passed
And
out.
Loki, I'm going to tell you right now, Loki, that when I go negotiate, this is the one I'm negotiating for. Talia's going to stab me.
It's awesome.
That's fine. I just want to see whether or not I can do a roll of whatever, see if the ones that want to come along will come along. To help narrow down
Oh,
for my decisions.
Also, I have a basic token set up. I don't currently have a Hero Forge membership, but I made a token.
Nice.
Porcelain.
Oh, nice. I love it.
Wait,
I
did
had
you
to
just
use
say?
rabbit ears to make it look
Did-
more like a mule.
Did you just
Oh,
say
that's cool.
porcelain?
That's
Yep.
smart.
That's porcelain.
All right, Sato.
Got the dad jokes.
Yes.
He looks at
Talking
you
about burger
with
reference.
your question of who you would take. He looks at all
Yeah.
of them around here, and he looks down at Maladroit, and then looks over at. I'm looking at my sheet here because I need my cheat sheet. Yeah, he looks at Maladroit and kind of looks back at you.
All right, that gives us so Maladroit. You think you would take not
And
too
he
expensive
tells
than
you
food?
Maladroit is strong and loyal, and doesn't require much. He takes care of himself for the most part during work, but he requires some companionship from time to time, and definitely a song. He likes music.
Just Adroit and Talia are curled up over here.
Yeah,
He
I'm
does.
wondering
Fall
if
asleep.
Gotta.
his opinion's been tainted.
Lyric is still humming parts of the Drow lullaby in the fox form.
Yeah, he's totally out and comfortable. Like legs are sprawled out. He's totally happy in heaven right
I would say Trix has attempted to make friends as well, but we're not going to dive into the details. Just streamline this shit.
Yeah.
So
All right,
just like
Fred.
the idea.
Let's talk prices, because your prices are insane. We need a donkey, maladroit. I'm thinking is our choice. How much
I'm
for
going to hit Sato
maladroit?
because I think that was on purpose.
Yeah, how much for maladroit with all the equipment? And don't tell me 850.
Oh man.
While Sato says that, I also mention like, hey, I also heard you guys are really needing some help with Rockseeker. He's actually who we're gonna go find next. Maybe you could help us out, and in turn, you guys will benefit too once we bring him back.
For the good of the whole town.
He says, he looks at you and says, "No, we don't need any more miners here. If you seek something, you should probably ask around the town." He totally missed what you said.
Has anyone tried communicating in written form with this guy?
He's got Farnsworth glasses, all right.
It's worth a
Uh,
shot.
At this point, Talia's gonna raise her head and see them talking to him, and she's gonna go ahead and like get up and like gently wake Maladroit and say, "I'm gonna go over here and see what they're doing," and start walking over towards them just to see what's going on.
Yeah, you got it. You got
I
it. He
would.
kind of
Drops
looks
on
at you,
Talia's
watches
heels.
you as you start to walk away.
I would like to do my pitch for the
Yes,
Yeah.
for Mule wants to
Loki.
come along. So I've
Yeah.
talked to all of them. I'm going to go and get on top of the wagon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love this.
And basically just yell out, whichever one of you mules wants to come along for adventure, please come to the cart.
And after about a second, Loki,
Hey!
Oh,
Oh,
They
no.
all come. That's perfect.
Oh boy.
uh,
I
I'm
had
gonna,
to.
I'm
Talia's gonna
scratch my
stop.
head and
Loki's like the Snow White of donkeys.
Oh
I'm
no,
gonna
they
scratch
all
my beard.
came.
Mule Sato!
I had to.
Oh, they didn't actually all come. Okay.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Oh, they
all
did.
came.
Well, if they all came, then we'll put them back. They all came.
I did.
Names!
I'm
No,
gonna
put them
hop
back
off
in
the
the
Well,
wagon
I
cart.
with
and
the
just
names. I didn't want to mess the names up.
Oh,
just
that's fine.
Let Sato say donkey, considering mules are half
That's
donkeys. Okay.
great.
Well, if Maladroit came over here, I'm gonna get derailed
Yeah.
and stop and pet him again.
Yeah. No, he has totally taken to you. This end lyric.
Does he
Bounce
follow us as
around
we
as it
walk
talks.
around?
Yeah, he kind of is very like you could tell he is kind of happily, curiously moving along here, little by little. And Sato,
I'm gonna
you
actually
get an answer.
mention while we're all walking by each other here. I'm gonna say to Talia, it looks like you guys have a connection with that maladroit one in the corner. What's the vote? Should I try striking a deal?
I mean, they all want to go on an adventure. So, I mean,
Maladroit seems very attached. I think he would be upset if we left him.
Okay,
I'm
well,
gonna
how
change
about
back into a person.
so don't make it too obvious that you want him so badly, because he's gonna see that and keep the prices high.
I
Kind of
think
make
Talia should hang back.
so
make
is
look
that the
like
one
you're
we're
like
voting on?
undecisive
Yeah,
about the whole
that's
deal.
what I'm going with.
Talia's just gonna potato, and then just like start walking around and see if Maladroit
Echo.
follows her.
All right.
He starts.
I'm like never let the shopkeeper know that you're interested.
Yeah, but see, I have a theory here that I'm not echoing.
That's weird.
I have a theory here that if he notices how attached Maladroit is, he'll bring the prices down a little to make Maladroit happy.
I agree.
He
has
that
a
makes
point there.
sense.
Okay.
So I wanted him to see me like walking around the stable with Maladroit
He
following.
clearly cares about his animals, and if his animal is happy with a person, then maybe he'd be willing to let it go for a little bit less.
Is this hay?
All right, we'll use
It looks
that.
like a hay.
This is
roof.
hay. I'm
Sorry,
gonna offer
Reese,
some
I
hay to
have a quick
Maladroit.
question.
That
Yeah.
looks like a roof of some kind. Honestly,
That's what it
What
is. It's supposed to
What
be
is
hay.
this guy's name again?
His name is Neddy or Ned.
And Ned. Is
Yeah.
Ned a human? Is he
Yes,
something else?
he's a human. He's as far as you can tell, he's a good question. He's
Small,
an older
ancient
man.
human.
Can I glare at him for a long moment and see if I can get like a read on like,
Yes.
are you human? Where might you be from? Like, can I like just check out his mannerisms?
I would love that. Roll a perception check for me, Lyric, with advantage. Look at that. Look at that.
That was
Nice
without
roll.
advantage, but I'll take it. So
Yeah, Lyric.
what
Roll
the purpose
again,
of
see if
this
it's a
is?
crit success.
The purpose of this is, Riggs, is I'm trying to see if I could maybe guess if he speaks another language other than common.
All right, follow me to the Whisper Room.
Dun dun dun.
How can you tell if somebody speaks another language just by insight checking?
I mean,
Mostly
honestly, an orc is
languages
probably
are
gonna speak
by
orcish.
race or area. And the
It
way
makes
they
sense to
dress
me.
I'm going
looks
to
like a certain
assume.
area.
I'm going to assume that
Oh, I have a cat.
the
I
only
just
other
noticed.
people who would know Orcish are other orcs at this point. I'm not like.
That would be a poor assumption.
Well, yeah, Azel has yet to meet people who have spoken Orcish to him, other than other orcs.
Okay.
So
I was about to say, like, you as the character saying that. Okay, that makes more sense.
Aw, cat treat.
I'm pretty sure you don't. I think I've spoken Orcish and you don't know.
We should have rope in our adventurer's kit, Sato.
I
Isn't that like just standard? Is an insane amount of rope?
50 feet of hemp rope, but my rope burnt up in the burning building when we were rescuing our
I'm
friend.
pretty sure
Then
I
we
gave
should
a portion of
definitely
my rope away.
we should definitely ask if like somebody show their rope and say, is this sufficient for like whatever we would need? Ideas that you have the same rope? Do you have different rope?
Who all's missing rope? I'll ask that when we make the deal, because we'll make sure everybody's topped off on rope.
We can go ahead and just kind of quickly say we discussed that. I have all of mine.
I think
have
I'm
no rope.
missing a portion of. Give
I
it to
never started out with rope, so I have no rope.
I make my own.
Okay,
That's-
so
Is it magical rope that disappears? Or do you just summon it and it sticks around?
Both.
so we're gonna ask for
Yeah.
3 rope.
Yes. I mean, you
Yes is
described
the
it
answer.
twice.
He's
No, I mean,
gotta-
like, does it despawn at some point?
He's
Yes.
got
Tells
a
it to.
spell. He's got a
Yes,
spell that he
also
can
yes.
summon things with. He's done it for Loki once.
Plus, check your packs, because not all packs come with rope.
I had
Only
I
like
Mine
had,
does.
adventures and yeah.
I'm pretty sure
I
I
had an
did that.
entertainer's pack which didn't come with much, and I lost it anyway in time. So
Good job.
Yeah.
You should probably pick that up.
Hello.
Although I'm wondering how much is Azal throwing in on this deal?
I
Didn't
have no
have
money.
anything.
So
Oh,
are
poor
we getting
Azal.
Azal rope? I
Poor
don't know if we're
Azal.
getting Azal rope, unfortunately.
I feel bad for him, man.
Is Azal literally just gonna be butt fucked this entire campaign?
Oh,
because
Well,
the
no.
game is done?
I mean, you're getting the mule and all the stuff to help.
I'm
No,
getting
out.
the mule.
Well,
he's
you're
getting use of the mule. Let's be
Use of
clear
the
Guys,
here.
can
mule,
y'all
yeah.
hear me?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Don't worry, Azal. I have fun
Alright.
stuff for you coming up.
Discord's being weird for me.
Sorry, I
I'm
didn't mean to say butt fucked. I
Giving
meant to say
Maladroit
bum
some
rushed,
hay
but you
over
know.
here.
Yeah, he's loving it. He's loving it. All right.
Okay.
Lyric. Yeah.
So I have something I want to do. Like I see Artok and Stato over there talking to the little old man, and I'm just gonna like quietly walk up in my, super friendly way that I do. And I'm gonna like get real small because I'm tiny and they're two big dudes, and I'm just gonna like duck between them at like hip level where I know they're like standing far apart from each other.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna pop up and I'm gonna wave, and then in a very bubbly voice, I'm going to speak in Sylvan to the little old man in front of us.
Okay.
So,
boy.
I think there's two other party members that also speak Sylvan. Hi, hello there. Can I talk to you about the mules for a moment? And I'm just completely ignoring that Artok and Stato are standing behind me and I interrupted them.
It's Lyric. He stands up a little bit more straight, looks over in your direction, and as clear as can possibly be in a
Finally,
very clear
communication.
voice, you hear, Oh, greetings. I didn't realize you spoke the native tongue. What can I do for you today?
So when he says
Oh,
that,
like
are you close enough to hear them?
Yes.
Talia's gonna like
If you
jerk her
speak
head around. I
Sylvan, you
do.
can hear
I
exactly
do.
what he says. Okay.
Talia's
Yep.
gonna like jerk her head around and then look at Maladroit and speak in Sylvan. Do you understand Sylvan?
He looks at you.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna take that as a
okay.
yes.
I'm also getting the vibes that he speaks more clearly and less in riddles when we're talking in Sylvan. That's like the vibe I got from that sentence just
That is
now.
right.
Awesome. Okay. Hi there. So,
Greetings.
we really need a mule for our adventure. We've kind of been talking, and we think
Droid.
Maladrite Droit seems to like us. He really seemed to like my song, and I was wondering if we could maybe negotiate taking him on an adventure with us.
I
What do you
think
think?
that Maladroit seems to really enjoy your company. I see him walking around happy. Um, he's strong and loyal. It seems that a couple of your party members have already gained his loyalty, as I can see, as he points over to Talia and Maladroit, and Maladroit just eating the hay, and Talia stroking. Um, he says a couple of things about Maladroit that you should know. And he looks over at Sato and kind of in Sylvan looks back at you, Lyric, and he says, "How long do you think we should keep him going?"
A
So has this
while.
been
I'm
a
gonna look
prank
really
from him the
disappointed.
entire time?
I'm just gonna look really disappointed. If you can look really stern, we're just gonna make him think that I'm doing a terrible job here because he really
Yeah.
thinks that this is what we should do. And so I'm like furrow my nose and like we're kind of like half sad for a moment. And
That's so good. He says, he looks at you both, and in Sylvan says, "Yeah, it's probably going to be about 350 gold for Maladroit. With the expenses, with the bridle and the bit and the blanket and everything you need, it's probably going to come up to about 400 total. You're
okay,
probably going to. I'll throw in a couple of days feed for you as a
can
good
we
measure.
do like 500 and include 5 days? I'm sorry, 400 and include 5 days feed.
I think we can do that. Roll a persuasion check,
Okay.
Lyric. Yeah, just roll a regular good old persuasion. This was really smart. This is why this is happening. And don't worry, Sato, we're gonna come back to you.
Yeah.
So Azel
17.
just goes up to the old man and just
400's
starts speaking
more
Orcish
than
to
I
him.
want to pay.
Alec.
400, he looks at you and kind of gives you a nod and says, 400 sounds fantastic. He
Oh,
says,
awesome.
and remember, you can
But this
always
is
come
in
back
this
and
is in
stay below.
Sylvan, right?
This is in
Yes.
Sylvan.
Yes.
Yeah. He looks at you, Sato, and kind of you notice he's speaking a weird language. He kind of looks at you. Is there one in
I'm gonna
particular?
side eye Lyric really hard for speaking another language on me around me, like knowing that I don't
No, you
understand it.
hate it. I'm sorry, Zito.
So you're gonna get a really dirty side eye. And then I'm gonna go. Are you? What kind of a price are you coming up with here? Did you come up with a price?
I'm gonna switch back into common and be like, Sato, I think let's go like regroup over here with the mule for a second. Like just for a second. Like I don't want to frustrate him anymore. And I'm just gonna give the guy a
Frustrate.
knowing look.
Frustrate who? The guy that we're giving our money to?
Yeah, he doesn't like us very much. Come on, let's go huddle, let's go
He'll
huddle.
he'll like us when we pay him.
Just let's go huddle, okay? Okay? And I'm gonna get
I'm gonna look at
sorry,
our
I
talk.
forgot
I'm
about
gonna look at our talk, and I'm gonna give him that like head shake with my eye roll.
It's kind of shrug, like meh.
I'm gonna pull
It is what
everybody
it is.
into a little group about here.
Let's see what she's got to say.
Perfect.
I mean,
By the
we'll
way,
entertain her for
Riggs,
now.
Lyric's token is still shrunk from when she was a fox.
Oh, weird.
Fine. It's fine. I'm like the smallest one in
She's
the group
tiny.
besides Loki.
Second
It's okay.
smallest.
Sorry.
Talia, Azel, come here, come here, come here.
Talia's gonna look at you, but she's just gonna kind of ignore you and go back to playing with Maladroit.
That's funny.
Sato, there's
Okay.
connection that's you're still connected, believe it or not. You keep looking over at Fordoom.
Yeah.
You just keep looking over at him. He keeps looking at you. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Yeah. I'll just.
So the little old man is willing to give us the food that we need for our journey, 5 full days for free, and he really thinks Maladrite might want to go with us. Okay? So he talked about a price, and it is a lot, but what do you guys think about 400 gold?
Right away, Sato's gonna say, "Yeah, no, I'm thinking 3 max."
Sato,
These are very special
these mules are
mules.
not real.
They're
They're
Oh,
not
I
normal
get
mules.
that. I get that, but I don't think this old motherfucker sold a mule in forever, man. He's probably
I'm gonna let you know
desperate for a
right
sale.
now, Sato. I don't think he cares.
I agree.
He's
He's got the best interest of these mules at heart, and they are
you
definitely
guys.
worth
We were
every
talking.
gold piece.
You guys. We were talking Sylvan. This thing's a fae. It's basically
Stop.
immortal. Just trust me here.
I mean, if we can get it for 3, it's worth a try, right? There's no point on paying 4 when you could get it for 3, right?
I
Like,
think
It's Sato,
4
I said
is
we already are getting half
We're
price.
already getting half off of what he had
Yeah.
quoted
So
us.
you're getting
And
which
We're
and that
we're
price
is
includes
the
5
regular
days of
price.
fuel, the bridle, the saddle, all of it, or
fuel.
the blanket, all of it.
It's the mileage on this baby.
I'm sorry. Did you say he was Faye?
I
This
think
thing
so. He
gets-
was talking Sylvan to me, and he's got some sort of illusion going on.
This thing
Huh.
gets half horsepower.
I should
Because
go
it's a
talk
half
to him.
horse. Sorry.
I love this.
Or-
Yeah, Loki. Or
Uh,
sorry, were you
So
gonna
what
say
did
something?
you negotiated 400 gold for the saddle or the
That for
bridle?
everything?
The blanket, the bridle, 5 days of food, and the mule.
All right, let me go
See if you
talk
can get
to
a
him.
few extra days of food in that deal
No,
and go with it.
Sato, I
Yeah.
don't. No, Sato. Sato,
Sato,
no.
please, I would like to move on from this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to him and go. My friend here, speaking in a language I don't understand, made a deal with you. We had a little huddle, though. You know what I mean? And
That is
you know,
450. That is 450 gold off the price he wanted just for the mule, and it includes the extras. But go
I'm gonna
off, I guess.
make it 10 days food and 3 lengths of rope, and we will give you the
Oh
400
my
gold.
god.
He's looking at you, just smiling. Then he comes up to you and Sato, and he says,
I mean, what's food
he
to you?
says,
You're a donkey man, right?
he looks at you and
Mm.
says, "Boy, you're tall." I'm just like looking up at you.
Yeah.
I lean
I'm
over to
gonna hold my
Lyric.
hand out.
Right,
I'm gonna hold my hand out.
snorts.
Everything my friend negotiated was the extra days of food and 3 lengths of rope. I'm gonna hold my hand out. Shake it now, or else we
Sato,
walk.
roll a
Oh,
persuasion
no.
check for me, sir. We'll give
All
you
right, let
one
me get
more
my
here. Let's see if
You
you can
better
get
roll
more
fucking
out of
I'm
me.
going to
higher.
lean
You
over to
let me
Lyric
get
and say,
my sheet up
honestly,
here.
that doesn't sound like a bad idea to request.
If you roll a natural 20, I swear.
I want to roll a
No.
1.
Oh, a
Just
2, a
7.
7, damn.
Still, even roll 20 knows you shouldn't be doing this shit.
He kind of smiles at you, and you get the sense that he's probably not going to budge too much.
All right.
You wanted how much rope? How much rope, Sato, did you want?
3.
I want at least 1 for me.
Okay,
I
One
mean,
rope?
if you guys want some, all
We'll
right,
throw,
make it
we'll throw
10
in a
days
rope
food,
for
1
you.
rope.
We'll
I'm gonna
throw in a
walk
rope.
over. I'm gonna walk over
Yeah.
and watch him fail, and I'm gonna look at the little gnome dude, but still in common. I keep calling him a gnome. I don't
I'm
know
gonna
why.
go more
I'm
than
gonna go.
5 days of food. More than
I'll.
5 days of food.
Could you maybe do 10 days of food, and I'll buy him 3 links of rope? Would that be okay?
Nice.
Are you doing this in Sylvan or common?
Common.
5,
In common.
10. Okay.
I'll tell you what. One more time, roll a persuasion check, Lyric. This is the last one, though. This is the last one we're gonna do. You guys are too
Does
good.
she get advantage?
Nah, just a regular.
Aw.
You
Asking
guys are
is free.
There we go.
20.
There's the
Good
roller.
God.
Our high
Roll
roller.
20 has a sense of
He-
humor.
Bard. I'm not
He
even on my
offers
bard.
he offers 2 more days of food
With
and the rope you requested.
Included in the
Oh,
price?
That's the very, very best that I can do, though.
That is so kind of you. That will be perfect.
Nice.
That'll be perfect.
Nice.
So
So
let me
I'm gonna look at
let me
Lyric
go.
and say, I'm taking the damn rope. I'm just gonna
You
say.
can have the rope. I'm gonna go get the money from my friends, okay?
He said,
All right, so
sounds
we're
good.
doing 400. Let's see what were those amounts?
400 divided by 6.
No, I know I'm
Nah.
going to be paying the most up front, but
I don't have
all
any
right.
money,
So I
so
vote that
divided by
Talia or
5.
that Lyric keeps what money she has because she has so little.
Well, hang on. Whoa.
She
That's
has
not how it's
10
working.
gold, Sato.
Yeah.
She needs some
has
pocket
10.
money.
She says she has 10 gold.
No, that's literally all Lyric has is 10 gold because
Yeah,
I
she
spent
doesn't have.
150 gold curing Azel and he stabbed me.
Well, okay, so it's 390 divided by 5.
I was hallucinating. How long are you
And
gonna hold that
Azel is
over my
broke.
head?
No,
So
it's
it's going to be
400.
between me, Talia. Artok doesn't have
Yeah.
much, but I think he could give a.
Oh, it's easy. So Lyric plays 10, and the other 5 of us plays 78 each, and
Hold
Azel
on,
pays
hold
none.
Our talk doesn't have 70.
Artok only has 50.
And Loki only has
Sato,
82.
I don't
Sato.
mind giving all
Hang on.
82 because I believe it's worth every gold piece.
Our talk
Yeah.
goes 72
And Loki said that in
Talia.
in
Or
character.
Trix.
So
You have 72
Oh, nice.
Artok? Okay,
Really?
hang on.
Oh, did I say 50? I meant 72. There you go.
Okay.
Higher.
Our talk pays 72.
Guys, I
This is
don't
awesome.
think everybody should have to cap themselves off completely. We can see everybody decide how much you're willing to give.
72.
I'd be willing to give any if I
All
had
of it.
any.
I'd
Okay.
be willing to give 80 out of my 82.
Okay, so that's 2, 8.
I'm willing to do up to 100. Hold on.
15. 150.
Hold
Now
up.
we're at
Hold up.
152.
Talia.
Ria's quicker at quick maths than Ankh
Now we're at
is, than
152
with a
right now.
calculator.
Tricks, how much?
100. So hold on. Let me see. I'm setting up.
I'm giving 100. That's 352.
We
I'm
need
setting up a Google
48
Sheet to make
more.
this easy.
Oh yeah, Sato will throw 48, no problem.
I just look at Azel and say,
hey,
why don't you go to the
hey,
square and play your little
What
drum and
if,
get some tips?
hey, just to make it all even,
Oh,
Sato,
damn.
what if you gave a full 50, let Artok keep 2 gold? Since he's
Yep.
our
You know.
wizard and he needs
Yeah.
supplies.
Yeah,
I
no,
know.
Sato offers 50. No
Okay.
I
problem.
know you're joking,
Yeah.
but that's not a bad idea.
I wasn't joking. Go make some goddamn money.
I need to.
Oh my god.
Bro,
The
same.
venom.
All right, guys. So what is it? Write out in the Discord how much
Well,
everybody pays.
I have a sheet. All right. So I currently have
Sato-
100 from me, 70 from Artok, 80 from Loki, 50 from Sato. Talia, how much are you doing?
100, which is
Okay,
the
that
100.
gets us the 400. 100 from
Okay.
me, 100 from Talia, 70 Artok, 80 Loki, 50 Sato.
Okay, everybody minus that off their sheets then.
Okay, I'm gonna collect the gold as Lyric, and I'm gonna go take it over to the little old man.
There.
All right.
I put it in chat to make it easy.
Thank you.
Wow, I didn't even have to edit my
Okay,
sheet.
so
That's
400
great.
gold
Fucking
buys
really,
you
Azel.
Maladroit.
I'm gonna
Congratulations.
take it away.
I'll give you the token here in a second. You're also going to get 8 days worth of food total.
Yep.
And I believe 2 spools of rope.
1, which I took.
We'll just say 2 for the sake of it.
Okay, so we got an extra
So
spool
go
of
ahead
rope.
Where
and
did I
yeah.
lose all my money?
Give it to Azel.
You'll need it.
In the
Okay,
past.
I put the mule, the feed, and the
Or
blanket in the
Talia.
party treasury tab. And
Okay.
Sato, you can just
Wait.
add the rope to your character sheet.
What are we
Yes.
giving
Well, we
Azel?
got 8 days.
I'm gonna
I thought we
actually
only got
hand.
7.
Hold
I'm gonna hand the length of rope to Talia. Actually.
What are we
Okay.
giving Azel?
I get one.
Yeah, for the rope.
Oh, I was
piece,
going
yeah.
to give
The
you a
rope,
rope,
yeah.
but Talia apparently got it from Sato.
Yeah.
Can we please get on the road
So
before
that'd
the end
be
of the session?
50 feet of hempen rope. I'm guessing because that's what the bag comes with. I'll just leave my bag how it is.
Talia's gonna ask as
He does actually, and he hands you an entire leather pack, Talia. And he comes to you and walks up to you over anybody else. He walks over to you. and he hands it to you. It's pretty big, actually. As packs go, grooming packs go. But as you open it up, kind of gives you a smile. You can see inside there's a brush, and various different kinds of tools, like for grooming a mule that you would need, including you know some pliers, and things to maybe even put some shoes on him if needed. Yeah,
I'm just gonna smile.
his name's on the pack as well. I forgot to tell you that.
Thank
It's
you.
got it like it's
Um,
like pressed into the leather.
I'm gonna smile and say, I'm gonna pull out
Yeah,
the
he
brush and
thanks.
start brushing.
He kind of gives you a bow. He gives you a bow as he looks at you and just begins to walk away slowly.
Be a little back by the bow, but then
Yeah,
I'm gonna like kind of shake my head and just start
since you
brushing.
spoke in Sylvan. Yeah, gotcha. All right, you.
Did
Yeah,
did Loki want to talk to the little guy too?
yeah. Did you wanna? You absolutely can, Loki, if you'd like to.
I was going to, but the sale already happened. I was gonna try and work some magic on that.
Oh, what were you gonna try and do, Loki?
I mean, it already happened, so it doesn't really matter at this point. I was
I
just going to get the
mean,
price down. I was going to try and just tell him how we're going to take care of the mule and not eat it.
yeah, Loki, roll a. I don't know if it would be a persuasion because you're not really. Loki, what do you have proficiencies in nature?
In nature, no, I do not.
You do not. What
Performance, persuasion, insight, deception, and arcane.
I guess persuasion. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check, Loki. Just give me a good old ordinary one.
I have a +9 in persuasion, by the way.
Reeves,
15.
I put
Yeah.
in a headshot from that token I made.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you can make a new token if you want for him. You can absolutely do that if you'd like. I just basically just needed a picture, so this
Yeah,
is what
it's
I
fine.
did. Loki, you get a little bit of information, and there's a kind of an information transfer is the best way to put it. Uh, as you begin to conversate, um, and you speak Sylvan, correct?
Yes,
So I'm assuming you're speaking to him in Sylvan, maybe.
of course.
Okay, there is a connection here, Loki. And for a split second, you can see through an illusion, we'll say. And I won't pull you to the whisper room, but I'll whisper you in Discord, just so you can so we can end it on a cool note. Loki.
Oh, yeah, Loki's a fae, so it makes sense. Sorry.
The realization finally hit.
Lyric already got all that typed
Oh,
in.
did she? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now it's twice.
And he
Like-
reveals it to you, Loki.
D-
Just for a
this one.
second, he reveals it to you.
That explains a whole lot.
Yeah. And he kind of gives you all a wave, and in his old man voice, you hear him say, "Take good care of her."
Oh, it's
I
a
am going
female?
to
I mean,
promise him that
him,
we'll
I
take
believe.
care.
Him, yeah.
Crap.
I'm going to
Sorry.
promise him that we'll take care of the mule,
Yes, it's a him.
like another party member.
he already tried to
A
defend my
delicious-
honor and body from Ox, so he's got my protection.
That is
Okay, out of
hilarious.
character though, if it
Yeah.
dies, I'm gonna be pragmatic and turn it into rations. If he dies, I'm not
Fucking
saying I
Christ.
will kill him
I love
and not
that.
protect him.
If
Hey,
he dies,
question!
it means out of your
Hey,
Don't be
control.
upset.
Biggs,
If-
I have a
if-
question.
If his
Out of
death is out
character.
of our control, yes, I
If
would actually be for that
He
too.
dies. Does he get death saving throw?
No comment.
If he dies, if I'm a level 17 and I have that one cast resurrection without a diamond, can I save the mule?
Nice.
Resurrection lasts
Um,
for... Yeah, sorry.
Does anybody else
I don't-
have
I
anything
have-
they want to? Sorry.
Can we please say that we got packed up and on the road before we leave tonight?
Well,
No,
are you
we
guys?
gotta talk to Toblin and my new girlfriend.
Yep.
Oh
You
God.
guys, we're probably
Can we at
gonna.
least make it back to the inn then?
We can make it back to the end tonight if you'd like.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, let me.
That would be appreciated.
It's gonna take another year for us to say
Who are
Roxy
we?
first,
Where
it's
are we
okay.
leaving Maladroit until it's time to leave? Are we taking him and hitching him up to the cart?
So how this will work is, Maladroit will hang out in the stable until you guys go on a quest.
The
and take him
stable
with
where
you.
we bought him,
Where
or
you
the
bought him, yep.
stable at the inn?
The stable where you bought him.
Okay.
So that's where he'll hang out along with your cart. So as long as your home base is in Phandelver and you operate from here, whenever you come back here, that's where he'll just automatically go. We'll just put him there. He'll be taken care of as long as you pay the fee and stuff. It'll be fine. Let me put you back in the inn here. With the proper, because everybody
Actually,
needs a little bit of this just because we haven't had it in a while, right?
Oh, thank God. Oof, all is right in the world.
Lyric sigh of relief.
All is right.
Wait. Oh no, I don't have stick.
And Riggs, may I make a suggestion? Leave the Miracle Mule Menagerie thing list up, but take out all the rest of the mules except for Maladroit. Because we're keeping him. He's ours now. He is a party member.
Okay.
Buy a new one if he dies. So like.
Yeah,
it's
he'll
fine.
still have them. I'm just saying, take them off the list to declutter it a little.
Oh, that's why I didn't have music. I'm an idiot.
Did you have it muted?
1, 2, 3, 4. Who am I missing? Talia?
Me. Lyric.
Oh no, I'm here.
Talia. The girls.
You're using my tokens interchangeably, so it's difficult to figure out which one.
Oh god.
Yeah, you
where's
probably
Lyric?
do want to figure out which token Hazel's going to be using going forward.
Yeah, I know. I need to change that.
I'm trying to build a Hero Forge character that's similar to the armor.
Where am
that
I?
they but it's kind of hard to find it.
Oh, I don't see you.
Did I ever send you tokens? Riggs? I don't think I did.
I don't think so. Sorry, Trix. There you are.
There we are. Thank you.
Welcome.
I did not. I just realized that. I will send you updated tokens for Lyric.
Yeah.
Before Saturday, Riggs.
Sure. And so as you walk in, oh god, there's 2 Talias. I'm just playing. No, there's not. She's like upside down. So as you walk in, you see Toblin. He's just walking around like he always does. He kind of gives you a greeting. Puts some mugs down on the bar here and kind of gives you guys a wave as if it's kind of like a normal everyday thing now.
It
Kinda
kind of is at this point.
Part of the family, yeah. And I guess it's a good spot to call it for this week. And we'll come back next week and we'll start here and we'll maybe
And
even
we'll
get out of
on
town.
the goddamn road, Lord willing, unless Riggs has some other rabbit hole for us to fall
I do
down.
not. I just wanted to give you guys because you needed one, right, for your card. I didn't have to make it like this, but I figured why not.
No,
I hope it was
Riggs,
fun.
you have to understand the slightest bit of depth will turn into a goddamn multi-week mission for us.
It was fun.
I think we just like as a group have to like make a plan, stick to the plan, execute the plan.
Good luck with that. But I do think
The
that
plan go
doing
off the
more of like what I
rails.
said, where I just described what my character did, doing that more often would probably help if it's some of the less important stuff.
So are we by streaming?
Yes, we're by.
Bye,
Okay, by stream.
Yo,
I don't know why
stream.
I'm waving.